Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, find out till we mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trend, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. I am Lunar Beaches Crypto, coming to you live Sunday through Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Sunday through Thursday. Said it already. Oh yeah, right here on the Piper Academy Network. We've got a bunch of wonderful shows, a bunch of wonderful people. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Doesn't even matter if you like this content or not. Just hit it. Just hit the subscribe button. That's just what you got to do. That's what you got to do. It's just what you do. You're on YouTube. You just see something and you just hit subscribe. It doesn't even matter what it is. You know? It doesn't even matter what it is. Anyways, what's going on, guys? How are you all doing this fine, lovely evening? I've got my space hat, my beach shirt, Lunar Beaches. Hey. Tonight, guys, we're going to be going over a little bit of trading, mindset, market, psychology, all of that stuff. We're going to talk about emotions in trading, emotions in these markets, and we're also going to go over a little bit of Bitcoin, something that I've been showing you guys for a couple of weeks now. Pulled a bars pattern from somewhere in the past, and things are lining up eerily similar. And it's honestly not a good thing. So we'll go over that. But before we do, let's go ahead and bring up the chat. Say hello to you guys. How are you all doing this evening? Jay Violet in the house. What's going on? RMT, my brother, tighten up. Robert Mulligan. Good evening, everybody. Let's get some mad. Let's get mad. And that's all that's chatted so far. The little ones love grabbing my phone and subscribing to every single channel known to man. Yeah, absolutely. You know, what's actually funny about that, RMT, is I logged into my YouTube on my TV, and I'm also an editor for the Piper Academy, obviously. And for some reason, I must have changed the profile on my TV. So I'm sure anytime Piper opens up his YouTube, I'm sure he loves seeing all the monster truck videos and just all the Coco Melon and Baby Shark, all that good stuff popping up right in his feed. My son has absolutely destroyed the Piper Academy Network's algorithm. That's what it is. It's all trucks, monster trucks, and just kids shows. And so I was wondering why I kept seeing it every time I logged in to the Piper Academy Network. I was like, this looks like something my son's been watching. What is this? Why is this on the Piper Academy Network? Is it grandkids? Does Piper have grandkids? I've never heard him talk about grandkids, so I don't know. But nope, it was my son, because my profile on the YouTube was switched over to the Piper Academy Network on the TV, and so anytime my son watched something, it changed the Piper Academy algorithm. Just something pretty funny. I thought was pretty funny anyway. And then I changed it to my YouTube, back to mine, and now my YouTube algorithm is ruined. They just need to give him his own profile or something, I guess. But anyways, I digress. So, why? No wonder Piper's always bearish. He gets angry every time he sees his feed. I don't know if that would make you angry. I mean, it is the Piper Academy Network feed, so maybe he has his own YouTube profile. I don't know. If it looks like I haven't gotten much sleep lately, it's because I haven't. I think I've gotten a total of 7 to 8 hours of sleep the past 2 nights. And this is not good for your trading mindset. This is not good for your focus, your attention, the detail. It is important to be able to not lose your stuff and not get your hopes up too much when you are trading. Oftentimes, people associate FOMO with just pure greed, but the real takeaway from it is the fear aspect of it, fear of missing out. Well, you can also have a fear of missing out if you do something that I did a week ago. And I tell you guys this stuff because I would want to make sure you don't make the same mistakes that I make, so that you can be successful in your own trading journey. Most people won't listen because emotions tend to take over, and maybe even you get a little bit too confident in something, or maybe you lack the confidence to take action on something. In my instance, this past month hasn't been the greatest. We've had a lot of chop. I'm sure a lot of you have been dealing with the emotions as well, especially if you are a trader. I mean, it's not easy per se extracting money out of a market that has been as volatile as the one we've been in since November. It's been pretty volatile ever since the election, really. But once we got above 90K, things really, once we got above 85K, things got really choppy. So you need to be able to pull yourself out of the market sometimes. Remember, all the times, a no trade is a position. Not putting money in the market is a position. Having cash on hand, that is a position. That is a trade. Because essentially, you're just trading an asset for the dollar. But so what I've done, or what I did, is I was having a really good start to the month. I had actually been doing really good ever since I moved into my new house. And then last week happened, and I got tripped up. And it sucks as a trader having to admit when you made a mistake, like a bad mistake. Like, I didn't get liquidated, but took a pretty big hit. It is what it is. I think I'll make it back. I know I'll make it back, but it is what it is. So what happened? Well, for one, the market is very volatile right now. So that can get you thinking one way or the other. But also, not trusting yourself and not having the conviction can also hurt you too. I want to say it was a couple weeks ago, maybe a week and a half. I posted in a chat that I was going to go short if we broke the all-time highs again, or when we broke the all-time highs again. And I didn't. I didn't pull the trigger. And I missed what would have been a killer trade. I let too much stuff get into my head. And this is why you've got to have a clear mindset. And you've got to understand yourself and your own emotions when it comes to trading and just being in the market in general. Sometimes it's best, especially if you're a highly emotionally invested person, to play a really long game and just do the DCA game. Because if you get caught up in the day-to-day, you're much more likely to get chopped up. Because you get the fear of missing out when the price goes up, and you get the fear of missing out when the price goes down. Sometimes you do like I did, and you think you're okay. You put on 3x leverage. All right. You put in just a portion of a position for a long. Price starts to drop. Comes down to another key level, put in a little more, price drops even further. Great. I have this planned out. Except, I got a little bit overexposed. Too many assets was my killer. Too much to manage from a margin standpoint. I don't have enough money in the account to be putting as much as I was putting in at the points that I was putting them in. I got my stuff messed up. My risk assessment off. And I mean, it happens, but it's not a good feeling when it happens because it shouldn't have happened, especially because I was expecting the dip. So we've got to believe in our convictions and cut our losses when we are wrong. Instead of trying to hold on to hope, because all you're doing when you are holding on to hope, as prices coming down, you're just hoping to get that bounce, right? You're just hoping to get that bounce. That is FOMO. That is the fear of missing out on potential gains. If you just would have held longer, you would have made that money. You would have won that trade. But instead, you cut it too early. Well, you should never feel like you cut a trade too early. You should always feel like you're doing the right thing, even if it means you're losing a little bit of money in the process. Like, all right, lost that one. Lost those trades. Scrap it. Get on the next one. I have been rendered useless. I have rendered my account useless by not cutting those trades earlier because I could have just been trading scalping trades ever since and recouped those losses easily. Now it's going to take a little more time, but it happens. So you just got to, hope equals gambling. That's right. So be patient. Know that you're not alone. Even people that have been in these markets for several years make mistakes. But you try to limit them, and you try to limit your losses to the best of your abilities. And don't overexpose yourself. I'm still learning every single day. I don't have all this stuff figured out 100%. But that's why I want to share my journey with you guys. For one, because it holds me accountable. But two, it could potentially help one of you out there that may be in the same boat, making the same poor emotional decisions instead of sticking to your TA or your analysis and just following through with it. And if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And sometimes it is what it is. So that's so yeah. We'll make it back. Absolutely. And it is what it is. All in on To the Moon Enu. Sniper's Nightmare in the house. What's going on, my guy? Hope you're doing well. Good evening, all y'all awesome peeps. Another night of mad. What's going on, Trent Brock? Hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, guys, just, and also know that, if you ever need any help, join the Discord. I'm more than happy to help you to the best of my abilities. And if I can't, someone else in there can. Between Piper, OC Guy, Tradefly, FD White, Trade Intuition, Buck. I mean, there's a bunch of great people in the Discord. So link in the description down below. Join it and become a member. Oh, snap. My light just fell off my monitor. Get that off my face. Oh my goodness. I was messing with it before the show, so. Oh my goodness. I'll help you with all my inabilities. Thanks, Wick589. I appreciate that. Oh, where's a flathead screwdriver when you need one? Jesus, would you just stay up there? My God. Hello? Please just stay. Dono ono FOMO. Does it work? Scared the ish out of me. It's you, Matthew. Scared me. My goodness. Oh man. Say my name. Hey Ada Ace, how you doing? What's going on, brother? What are you saying? You said something in the chat about HODL passes. They yield Hydro, Snack, FMTX, CTV, and WJB. I don't know what that means. I mean, I do know what that means, but yeah. Just go check out Ada Ace, go to his channel, and if you love you some Cardano or want to get to know Cardano, that is your guy. Cardano aficionado. On a multi-tool on your wait. You weren't all that bad without the light. Thanks. Thanks, Wick. I appreciate that. So yeah, that's my story. Understanding yourself and your own emotions and how, and that's all a part of trading too. So just keep at it. Don't give up if you're still learning and you're struggling, especially in this type of market. I mean, this market, I was talking with Piper earlier, and he was like, this market's rough, man. Like it's all over the place. You can't really tell what's going on. But I have an idea. Would you guys like to see that idea? Put a 1 in the chat if you'd like to see that idea. Yeah, I'm late. Don't punish me. I fixed my Coinbase account. Hey, that's good to know, RS Miller. Hey, question. Why is my crypto feed filled with Kids Bop videos? No idea, Piper. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. Something. I don't know. You got grandkids? Y'all here at the Academy make this all look so easy, so I come here because you guys keep me grounded in knowing there's a future. Yes. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Like, I mean, I've gone through so many like downturns in the market and market slumps that like that doesn't bother me. And, I just got caught up making a bad decision. I mean, that's just what it is. I don't care if the market's going up or down, to be quite honest, as a trader. I'll trade it both ways, and that's just what I'll do. Make money up or down. Don't really care. No, thank God. No on the grandkids, huh? All right, let's go ahead, guys. Let's go ahead. Let's pull up Bitcoin. We got to get to it. We got to get to the bad news bears. All right. I know none of you want to hear it, but this is our reality. This is my reality. Let's go ahead and get rid of this alert. This is my reality, so I'm going to make it your reality too. All right? Deal? Deal. All right, so first things first, let's bring up the Wyckoff accumulation schematic that we have been looking at for 2 weeks now. And yeah, this is pretty much what I think we are looking at. But I also have a little bit more confluence to back it up, which is kind of unnerving because of where that confluence comes from. So, what we are looking for here, or what this is looking like to me, is that this is a distribution top. It's super choppy. It's corrective moves. Every pump is met with a dump. It's just, it doesn't really say, and every top is met with an aggressive push back. It doesn't really scream strength to me. Just the price action itself, not even counting indicators, oscillators, all that good jazz. Just the price action itself. Let's go ahead and get rid of the indicator for now. Just the price action itself, all the choppiness, the 3-wave structures. 3 waves are corrective waves. And then all of this crap that we've been dealing with for the past week and a half. We've got FOMC tomorrow. We've got more economic data coming out later in the week. All this economic data just keeps coming out and being worse, which suggests that the Fed rate will just remain paused for longer. If not potentially getting a hike, I don't know if we'll see that. Kind of depends on if we're just at stagflation or if inflation is really starting to come back. So for me, I'm going to wait until, I'll probably wait until after, you know what, I might not even trade at all tomorrow. I might wait till Thursday just because it's FOMC. I don't think Powell will mention hikes himself. I'm sure he will be asked about the potential for hikes. And it'll be waiting to GDP and PCE Thursday and Friday. Thank you, Piper. it'll be how he answers that question that the market will likely be hanging on. Does he look like he's nervous answering the question? Does he look like he's dodging? You know, these are things to pay attention to when Powell speaks. Chur Powell. When the Pow speaks. All right? So we have to be paying attention to that. We could see, if we are to follow this specific wave count here, this 3-wave zigzag, and we could see a false pump to the upside tomorrow with a move back down to the downside, coming back down into these range lows, which would act as support, even if temporarily, consolidate potentially, or even just move to the upside, and then come up here, push to the highs, create a new high. I'm thinking somewhere between 115 and 120, 115K, 120K, and then rejection, and then breakdown. If this happens and we come down and we take out this low, I was pointing this out last night, I'm going to keep hammering on this until this is either confirmed or invalidated. Validated or invalidated. Validated or not. There's several different ways to say it. But just the mere fact of getting rejected at the highs and coming back into the range for a third time, that would be enough for me to say, all right, yeah, this is really weak. This is a distribution top, and we are going to see a pretty dramatic fall, potentially. More likely than not, in my opinion. It's just my one man's advice, or not advice, not financial advice, opinion. It's just my opinion. Okay. So I've learned when you are sure to back up at LOL, added a different way. Remember, we all thought the market was a head and shoulders in October 2023. Who is we all? First of all, October 2023. This? August, September, October. Who thought this was a head and shoulders? It's funny you say that, because if I bring up my solo YouTube account, the Lunar Beaches Crypto account, YouTube channel rather, my banner for that channel will show you exactly the schematic that I was watching when we were somewhere in this over here. Or no, it was right here. When we were right over here in this little range right here, I pulled this schematic and I said, I think we're going higher. And that is exactly what we did. Lunar Beaches Crypto. I have to bring up the banner or the channel, because that's the only place where I just have the banner. Can I just click on the picture? Will you just let me click on the picture? Hello? Hello? No? You won't? That's cool. Greatly appreciate it. Super appreciate it. It's a really cool schematic because I called it. And I'm seeing the opposite on this end. So yeah, it's not good. Here we go. Edit, YouTube Studio, YouTube Creator Studio. God, internet so slow. We debunked why that was wrong on the live. I remember that, Ace. Everyone was anticipating it to complete. I don't even know what y'all are talking about. Because the thing is, if you're looking for a head and shoulders here, you don't, I don't know that you don't, that's not a head and shoulders. I mean, it kind of looks like one, but that's not what it is. And it's another reason why I don't really care for patterns. Plus, head and shoulders patterns tend to come at the highs, or the inverse head and shoulder patterns come at lows. They're typically reversals. So unless you thought we were going lower than 15K, I don't think that was ever going to be the case. Why can't I just bring up the deadgum schematic? Oh well. It's a pretty freaking wicked, sweet schematic, if you ask me. But it was mine, so of course I liked it. Anyways. Oh, now this is all messed up. Go away. All right. That looks like a crab, not a head plus shoulders. Yeah, a little bit of a crab market in here. But yeah, let's just go down to the daily and let's just take a look at it, because I can, I might be able to draw it up on the spot. So at the time, I was thinking, when this was being drawn out, when I was drawing this out, I saw this right here, the sweep above the high, and then the push down and the hold of the low. And this, to me, in LBC world, this is just a standard running, or just a standard flat correction. So you have a 5-wave move. No, this was a 3-wave move to the downside, because this low didn't get taken out until this low. So this is a 3-wave move to the downside. It is corrective in nature, simply because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, whoop, 1, 2, 3. Just a lot of zigzags. 1, 2, 3, really choppy. Big push up, coming down, big push down. There we go. And I was saying, all right, this looks like a flat correction. I think that this is going to wrap up and it's going to turn bullish. And this is essentially the main structure of that correction. That's what I saw. That right there. It's hard to see when all you're looking is at all the chop, but it's right there in plain sight. And then you just look for the waves and count the waves inside of it. At a 5-wave crashing structure right here, typically a 5-wave crashing structure is the end of a downwards move. Had relatively equal highs. Everything was looking flat, like a flat correction. So I figured we were going higher. And I even called it somewhere in here that we were going higher. One of my really good calls. One of the few. Now today, in today's price action, today's history, we have a little bit of an issue. So I want you guys to look at the 2021 top. And what do you notice? What do you notice? One of these things has got to be an arrow, right? Let's see. There it is. Wait, not arrow marker, right? Oh, maybe it is arrow marker. Okay. 1, 2, and 3 hits to the highs. Okay. 1, 2, 3 hits to the highs. Very basic. That's all it is. Let's bring up our handy dandy oscillator. Bearish divergence. Bearish divergence. Told us we coming down. Also, we came back down into the range and we broke this internal low in here. Very big sign of weakness. Push down, come back up. Distribution in a consolidation range. Not looking good. Fall out of that range. It's night-night after that. Night-night. Complete. We go into the March correction. Okay, that's just the very, very basics of it. Let's go over to today. Ruh-roh. Let's get rid of this schematic. Let's get this out of the way. This is what we've been looking at. And let's pull up the bars pattern from 2021. Not it. This one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. No, no, no. Don't tell me it's lining up almost perfectly. Yes, I'm telling you it's lining up almost perfectly. So, let's just get into the nitty-gritty. Let's just get into it. So, similarities. Choppiness. Big push up. Choppiness. Big push up. Dramatic drop. Pull back, another dramatic drop. Dramatic drop, pull back, another dramatic drop. Push to the upside, push to the upside, pull back. Currently, pull back. Now, the only thing I'm not sure is at the time, at this point in time, is if we're at this low or we're at this low. If we're at this low, then we have lower to go before we go higher. If we're already at this low, then we could be going higher soon. Possibly March. Going into March. Definitely, probably. I think we do turn bullish at the very least in February, but it's short-term bull before we move to the downside. Of course, if I just pull this over, I mean, we're bouncing off of the same support levels. We're coming up, we're losing steam, we're pushing down, we're putting in bearish divergences on the daily chart right here, bearish divergence, bearish divergence. Well, that's not the actual price. Let me go ahead and take this down, take that down real quick. And actually, let's just get rid of a lot of these brush marks. There we go. That's what's really clouding it up. All right. So bearish divergence. If we are to come down, we could possibly see, something like this where our RSI comes down a little more and it starts to creep up, comes up as price is moving to the upside, hits that downward slope on your RSI. That would be the third straight bearish divergence on the daily chart, my friends. That will almost always be extremely bearish. This looks very toppy to me. The good news is once Bitcoin bottoms locally and starts to go on that final move to the upside, which might be a slow grind, we could see it start to lose its dominance in this move to the upside over the next month, month and a half, maybe 2 months. And as what that means is we get a little alt season. But that also means that once this is wrapped up, we look for the pullback. Once we get the pullback, we throw on the fibs from wherever the high comes in. pull down to the low, and then we watch for the retracement to the upside and whether or not we can break through key retracements. If we get rejected at the 786 or lower, any of these, the 50, the 618, the 786, if we get rejected off of any of those, and especially a harsh rejection, and especially if we're putting in some kind of bearish divergence or something like that, also right here, it's night time. It's night time, and it's over. I know, 4-year cycles, all this, all that, it's just gotta be true. Well, the cycle might be ending at that time, right there in that late Q3, Q4 time period. But this will be when a lot of altcoins will top with Bitcoin, especially ones that have already been running hot right here. Then we get the pullback. Then on this push up and the retracement for Bitcoin is when a lot of the altcoins will start blasting off and putting in their cycle tops. And then from there, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But if it was to, let's say, play out some kind of triangle or something in here, let's just say it does something like this, and or some kind of channel, right? So we come down into the channel, pop up, come down, pop up, come down, barely pop up, don't touch the top of the channel, and then roll over. Okay? So if I take the flag of this and I go down to the breakdown, I mean, that's a 50K Bitcoin coming back down into this low. Would be a reasonable point of support. The only question is, how long would it hold? And would that be the bottom? 50K could be a bottom. Could be. It could be. And depending on how quickly all this happens, I mean, if this were to happen exactly like this, I mean, this has us wrapping things up, January 2026. So it's just like a year of correction, a year of downside. And zooming out even further, let's go to the 3-day. Now that is scary looking. No. Never mind. No, I don't like the angle on that. I'm gonna say Head and Shoulders, maybe. I don't know. Let's just theoretically say this is the high, come down to the neckline. Theoretically say we break down from here or something. We come down, that would take us sweeping this low more than likely. That puts us at around 40K. Not unreasonable. Don't say it can't do it, because I promise you it can. It absolutely can. Now, from this top to this bottom, potential bottom over here, for the short term, and this just lines up also with seasonality, where Q1 tends to be a good time to sell, take your profits, and then wait for the summer lull, as we call it, or as I call it the summer lull, where pretty much all markets just kind of wane, and we probably have already dumped by then, getting into June and July, and things start to kind of stabilize in July, and then August comes around, and things start to look a little better, and then September is a little better, October starts to look really good, and then November looks really good, and then December probably is when you get the high or the last retracement. November, December, and then we roll over, and then the bull market's done. So we could be putting in our retracement high in line with the 4-year cycles. However, I don't think the 4-year cycles are a thing, and this is just one other reason why I think that. Anyways, you guys have been chatting up a storm as I've been going on this spiel. What you saying in here? Banned? Who got banned? Oh, we done already? Well, we're all effed then. I mean, depends on your time horizon. Depends on your time horizon. Because I mean, yeah, I mean, we could say, all right, that's it. That's the end of the road. But I mean, I think for a lot of, see, this is my thing, and I think what, honestly, we're going to be getting a lot of, potentially be getting a lot of crypto ETFs this year. And as bullish as that may sound, I really don't think it's that bullish at all. I don't think it's, I think it's more of one of those, and this goes back to the beginning of the show, and just understanding market psychology, because you've got to be able to read between the lines on a lot of things, okay? So for me, when I am looking for a topping structure, I am looking for narratives that go along with that topping structure that are very bullish. Because if all I'm seeing is bullish news, that actually makes me very uneasy, because those tend to lead to corrections and pullbacks, and possible crashes. The reason why you get the bullish news at tops is because institutions flood the media space with good news to entice retail to buy so that they can sell. Same thing goes for bottoms. At bottoms, you typically get a lot of FUD, a lot of bearish news, all coming at the same time. It just seems like it's gone. Crypto's done. It's gone forever. Nvidia's done. It's gone forever. It's going bankrupt. Whatever the narrative is, Nvidia will never recover. Bitcoin will never recover. Typically, pretty good bottom signal. Just going off of narratives, but also mass retail sentiment. If the mass retail sentiment is extreme greed, we all know that that's typically a good time to let's maybe think about selling a little bit, because everybody's a little greedy, and you have to be able to sell to someone too. Who are you going to sell to? You have to be able to sell to a buyer. You have that. The thing about trading and being in these markets in general is that there's winners and losers. You're always going to have winners. You're always going to have losers. The goal for me, and should be for, well, the goal for me is to try and help you create the goal of getting proper risk management. BTC going to 0 every year since it started. Well, I don't think it's going to 0, but it hurt gold at first, but then it skyrocketed. Yeah, ETFs are going to hurt. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think they're going to hurt, but I don't know. To me, it's just kind of like, well, I'll tell you what it will likely do, and it will probably pump up those specific projects that get ETFs, and you might see a lot of stuff that's not in those that aren't those projects take a pretty big beating. Potentially. This is all new to us, right? These ETFs, they're all new to us. I expect them to also do, and me and BC Port Corp both agree that we do not like the ETFs in crypto. mixing together. We don't like it at all. Just because it's not what crypto is about. It's not what Bitcoin was about. It's not good. But they can drive the hype, especially if we get some freaking meme coin ETFs or something. And what I'm kind of thinking that what will eventually happen is they'll have a crypto index, or you'll have some funds or some ETFs that are like a basket of crypto assets, right? Instead of just buying this one asset or this one asset, let's get kind of exposure to the industry more as a whole. But the only thing the thing is that the ETFs provide, especially if they're like an index type deal. I don't know. I don't think that actually helps. The reason why the Bitcoin ETFs this year or last year were so big is because there were already Bitcoin futures ETFs. But all you're doing with futures is betting on the future price of Bitcoin or of an asset. Whereas, you're still betting on the price of an asset to go up if you're buying it on spot, but it's different than futures. It's because you're actually holding the asset. And that's what made the spot ETF so big, and that's why Bitcoin has outperformed most of the crypto market. Is because they've had the billions and billions of dollars flowing into. We've had billions of dollars flowing into those ETFs, and that really helped boost us up to where we are now. But now it's time to get a little reset. Now it's time to kind of chill out. We broke 100K, guys. Like, I always thought that this would at least probably be a temporary top, simply because it's such a big number. Psychologically, such a big number. And if we can't hold it and we do fall back below like 90K, it doesn't look good for the midterm. Okay? I'm still bullish Bitcoin long term. Don't get me wrong. It's just when I see things in the charts that are giving me concern, I have to point it out. One thing that Bitcoin could do that could keep me bullish. See, this is current price action. One thing it could do that could keep me bullish is, and could do it as soon as tomorrow. Maybe, where's this bars pattern? Get rid of that. There we go. So one thing that could keep me bullish on Bitcoin is wrapping up this consolidation range really soon. First of all. Second of all, getting a pullback before we put in another high. That would really show a reach for more liquidity so that we can push higher. Whereas right now it's kind of distribution, so it's just there's people holding the price up. But the reason the price is being held up is because people are buying high as the institutions, the market makers are selling high. Then we lose it all. So I need a convincing break. The problem is that we've already come up, we already came down, swept the lows, and we already came up, swept the highs. And we're back in the range. So we've really got to get a strong break out of here in order for me to be bullish. And it's got to be 5-wave impulses on the lower time frame. So it's got to be just like really quick moves to the upside with really shallow corrections, so not very big corrections, and then a continued move, 5-wave move to the upside. It can't be weak. It can't come up here, sweep the highs barely, and then just come back down. It can't do that. That's not good. Now it could come back down here, and this is one scenario that I have thought of as well. That we could see the breakdown after we get the third high, we get the breakdown, and then we shoot back to the upside. But that's part of that retracement, right? So if we start coming up and we just break through retracements, then we're looking good. But by that time, I think you should already be considering getting out of Bitcoin if we start breaking new highs. Just my opinion, like a big chunk. Not financial advice. That's just me. I made Gary Network joke. Maybe that's why. Wait, what is this blue thing next to my name? Oh, R.S. Miller. Do you have a wrench, bro? You didn't know you're a mod? Oh, well, now you know. Hey, R.S. Miller, welcome to the Piper Academy mod team. Thank you for being awesome and showing up for every single one of my streams. I am the one that told Piper I think R.S. Miller should get a wrench because he's always there in my streams. So please, and he's always nice. And yeah, give R.S. Miller the wrench. So we gave you a wrench. So this is what I would like to prefer to see. Actually, I would prefer it if this was kind of like a short-term top that we just put in and we started like consolidating lower like this. That would actually be more bullish to me. This would be more bullish. If we just go ahead and come down and try to push down to the lows, that would actually get me more excited and more thinking about, okay, maybe this isn't, this is a distribution schematic, but it could just be a short-term drop back to 75, 70K, and then we push back to the upside. For me, this is the most likely bullish scenario. This is the bullish scenario. This is the most bullish scenario. And yeah, that'll be it. And then potentially come back in 2026, the vengeance, and hit that 200K. Well, yeah. Well, thanks so much. Yeah, man, no problem. God, I need a haircut so bad. Oh yeah. So I missed most of this. I got kicked out. Wait, what? Oh no, I missed a Gary comment. I feel cheated. Someone talk about Gary. Gary? I call it Gary. Gary. Why do you say that, Anthony? Am I shadow banned? No? Why? Why do you think you're shadow banned? A lot of Roth IRA ETF. Yeah, that's who. Another thing too, guys, the price is a little high. And these people got clients that probably don't want to be buying 100K Bitcoin. I'm just saying. These hedge funds have probably got clients like, hey, we need y'all to do something about this price. It's too much. $100,000? Are you kidding me? Like, yeah, but you can buy it in fractions. And they're like, yeah, but $100,000? I don't know. There's still a lot of people that think Bitcoin is a scam. And because it is, but we love it. No, I'm kidding. It's the best Ponzi in the world. It's the best Ponzi to ever exist. Better even than the dollar. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's what I've got for tonight. Keep your mind right. Stay focused. If you got stuff going on in your like day-to-day personal life or your work life that is that's just kind of like weighing down on you, probably best to take a step back and just not trade, because your focus won't be there, and you'll more likely than not make mistakes. And I don't want to see you make any mistakes. I want you to win. And that's why I shared my most recent mistake with you guys. For one, got to get it off my chest. For two, part of being a content creator, I believe, should be about being open and honest with your community and your people. And so, I was telling Piper about it earlier, and I was like, I gotta talk to the alumni about it. I gotta talk it out with the alumni. But yeah, yeah, that's it. So, oh, Ish, I like that. Wait, what? Thanks. Yep, take break. I have done that this week. Too much going on. I come in here to relax. There you go. And that's the thing. You've gotta take breaks. You gotta reset sometimes. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And I don't know if this is good to admit, but I may not trade every day, but I cannot remember the last time when I went a whole day without looking at the Bitcoin price chart since I started looking at these charts over 4 years ago. 4 years ago. I can't think of, maybe when I went camping. I don't remember the last time. Maybe the last time I went camping. Maybe. I still might have checked it at that, just real quick. I'm kind of, it's just what I do. Random question. Have you used any bots in trading like PayPay bot? Personally, no. Not that one anyway. I used one bot one time. Simple grid bot. I think it was on KuCoin. I want to say it was on KuCoin. Yeah. In order for those bots to work, at least the grid bots, it wasn't like a trading strategy bot, so it's a little different. The grid bots kind of do like a DCA type of method. They just don't yield a whole lot, unless like the market is trending. But I don't know, not really something for me. I'm more hands-on. Less bots in these markets, the better too. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Because human psychology is what drives every single bit of this. So, I now want to keep it that way because at least I understand humans. I don't understand robots. All they do is go beep boop beep boop, and I'm just like, I don't understand you, bro. I'm not a Jedi. Okay, sorry, not a Jedi. So, but anyway, these streams are the only time I find out about BTC price. Wait, what? I can't either since I got into crypto, even chasing. I'm looking at BTC. Yeah. That's the thing, man. Preach, brother. Thanks, Nick. What's going on, Nick Musgrave? Thank you for being here, brother. Happy to see you, man. Otter Gang muscle in the house. The Axe Man. But yeah, I'll find about BTC price. I mean, I like to go over BTC price more than anything. So, and the BTC chart and different charting trading strategies and stuff like that using the Bitcoin chart. Mostly because, let me tell you guys, the wreckage that I told you about at the beginning of this stream, altcoins, freaking altcoins. I'm never leverage trading another altcoin again. Even on 3x, still got wrecked. Like, what the hell? Chris Klein's in the house too. What's going on, Chris Klein? Kicked out AG Or did we lose him? Huh? Who's AG? What? Kicked out? Who are we kicking out? Why would we kick him out? What? What are you talking about, Rs Miller? Good night, everyone. Looks like we lost him. What? What? I'm not seeing anything. It's just you, RS Miller, because I just looked at my YouTube and I can still see myself. So he's having connection. One more random question. To review overall gains, loss, taxes, have you used any systems like Coin Tracker? Only around tax season. To review overall gain. I mean, I personally haven't. I probably should. There's one. There's some good paid ones, but there's one that I really am interested in. That I tried to buy it, but for some reason it wouldn't let me. I think I want to say it's probably because I'm American. I don't know. But it was this thing you can attach an API to it. Read-only API. Do not do anything other than a read-only API. You don't want to get hacked. But you can attach your wallet or exchange to it. And what's really cool about it is that it journals all of your trades for you. One. But the super cool thing about it, and I'm going to have to find another one. Maybe there's some type of AI out there that'll do it. It'll break down all of your trades and show you what your percentages are on your longs, what percentage you have on your losses, which both of those could be critical to thinking, okay, there's two ways to look at it. It's either one, okay, I do better just longing the market, so I will just look for bullish trends because that's when I excel, right? Or you can look at it another way, and that is I need to improve on my putt game, my short game. Need to improve on that. Shorting the market. I need to improve on my bearish. I don't know how to say it. My bearish strategies. It can also break down which strategies, or it tracks the strategy that you're using, or that you use for each trade. Maybe you have to log. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but it'll tell you, okay, you're good at, I don't know, bull flags. You're good at RSI divergences. You're good at this. You're good at that. Whatever it is, or you can just go back and look at the trades that you were successful on and just reflect. Alex O talks about this all the time. He's 100% correct. Start a journal, a trading journal. Track your trades. Track your portfolio. Get more involved. This is your money. You got to take it seriously, and you can't be emotionally invested. It's got to all be not robotic, but you got to have a system, and you've got to be focused. You've got to be well rested. That's a big one. You got to be well rested, and you've got to have a clear mind. Something that helps people out a lot is starting working out. That's why Dave Digital started working out, to help get them that discipline, because that's the biggest thing. The discipline is sticking to your rules and not breaking them. Last week I broke my rules, took a big hit for it. Now I'm kicking myself. Actually, I'm not even kicking myself, because I take every single mistake, failure as a lesson, and I turn that negative into a positive. And as long as you do that, and you continue to do that, and you continue to grind, and you continue to put in the work, and you continue to focus, you will excel in this crazy world that we call crypto, trading, markets, finance. And I believe in you. Mad love, you guys. I love you all. Check out Good Morning Crypto tomorrow morning with BC Port Corp. The morning market report with Army Piper and the OC guy. We've got that's at the market open. At 4, Trade Intuition. At 8, these are all Eastern. Crypto Nightcap with FD White and TradeFly. And then we'll be right back here tomorrow night for another Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. Thanks, guys. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep or day. If you're on the other side of the world, Nick. And I will see you all in the next one. Mad love. Peace out.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, find out who we mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low. Markets after dark where only brilliant shows. Hit that subscribe and join the ride. In the world of finance where fortunes collide. Lunar's path will be your guide. Through the market storm or the market tide. Charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. From Bitcoin markets soaring fast. Markets after dark, shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see the future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes.